Hi, my name is George Stojanoff, and I am recording this testimonial on February 27th, 2025. This testimonial is for Liberty Aid Academy, and specifically for the trust that you can acquire there. What I'm going to show today is how one can purchase a car and get it recorded with the state under the name of the trust. And so what I did last year, I bought a used car from an individual here in Washington, and I created a trust specifically to hold our family cars. We have a couple of them, and this was the first car I put into the trust. And this is the standard trust that's offered by Liberty Aid Academy, and it is by John McKeag, and this trust is copyrighted. I've had a lot of success with this trust, and this is just another success. And I want to share with people how you can go about filling out the paperwork, and so hopefully you will also have success. Okay, so here is the trust that I created specifically to hold cars and maybe even trailers and campers into this trust. So it's called Stojanoff Travel Trust, which is my last name, and then just Travel Trust at the end of it. And we created this, looks like in end of March of 2024, and I was the creator of the trust, and I'm a trustee, and so is my wife. I'm married, and I want to make sure that my wife can also that either me or my wife can buy or sell or operate any of the cars in this trust. And so we first created the trust, and then I bought the used vehicle. So I bought it for cash, so there was no bank involved. And it's an older Toyota Prius, which I bought for about $9,000. And so this is a bill of sale that you can get from your Department of Motor Vehicles. And you fill it out, mostly straightforward. It's a vehicle. Well, okay. In their world, it's a vehicle. It has a VIN number. You fill in the model year, the make, the model here. And then the seller puts their information in here. And then for the buyer information, this is maybe the interesting part of what would you put as a buyer name. I wasn't really sure what to put here. So I know what I wanted is I wanted to have the trust. I want to make sure that the legal owner of the automobile is the trust, while the registered owner is the person. And that would be me. And the reason you want to do it that way is that as long as the registered owner is a person, you're not going to have any issue with your car insurance, and you can just get regular quote-unquote personal car insurance. So your person is the registered owner, and the person is the one that's operating the vehicle and or driving the car. Sorry. There's a lot of tricky words there, but traveling in the car, let's say it that way. And you want to make sure that the legal owner is the trust, and therefore, it's not the property of the person. The person is just there utilizing the car on trustee business. Okay, so this is the way I filled it out. Since I wasn't sure what really would work here, I used the trust name, in this case, Stojanoff Travel Trust. I also put the EIN number in brackets here with prefix of the EIN. I just wanted to make sure that there's no confusion about the identity of the entity that's buying this this automobile. And then I also added myself, George Stojanoff, as trustee. And then here I put the trustee address, which is the same as the trust address. And I signed it here as trustee, and then the seller also signed. So this is very straightforward. So the only thing that you have to think about is how you want to fill out the buyer name, and this is what worked for me. there may be different, you may get different experiences, different states, or even the same state. So, but maybe you should try this. Okay, and then this is the original certificate of title for the car from the previous owner. And I'm just showing it here to show you guys how you could fill out the sales part. Like basically, when you do a bill of sale, you also need to fill out the certificate of title to transfer the ownership. So this has all the car information up here, and the sales price, which they use to charge you basically a sales tax here in Washington. Now the legal owner and the registered owner of the car was a person, so they were. This is usually how your car will be registered, right? In the person, and the legal owner and the registered owner are the same. So here the seller signed both as the legal owner and as the registered owner, and they also signed here with their address as transferring this title, and I signed here as the transferee or buyer, and here I simply signed as George Stojanoff, a trustee, with my byline, and when I also printed the name of the transferee buyer as Stojanoff Travel Trust, comma, George Stojanoff trustee. So again, I was trying to make sure that there's no confusion that this is going into a trust. And then the trust address is down here. Okay. And yeah, in my case, the trust address and the trustee address are the same. Okay, and then on the back of this certificate of title, or the original seller certificate of title, there's one more thing you fill out. And the bottom here, so this up here information I blanked out is all the seller's information that comes printed on this certificate, and down here is how I filled in the legal owner, and so I wanted to make sure that the legal owner is the trust and not the person. So I filled it out as Stojanoff Travel Trust, and underneath here, again, just to make sure that there's no confusion of the entity, the identity of the entity, I also put in the EIN number. I don't think this is necessary, but I just wanted to make sure that there's no confusion. And then for the address, I put the address of the trust. And now what's interesting is here that they still want a vehicle driver's license number. So I put my personal driver's license number here, and they accepted it. It was okay with them. So the next step, so this allowed me to complete the sales transaction. And the next thing is to try to get the car registered with the state, which of course turns the car into a vehicle. And probably many of you are aware of all that, but that's not what this video is about, and nor is it really important. With this mechanism here, we're not getting out of that whole vehicle situation. We are just using their current system, the system as it is, and just saying that we don't want the legal owner to be the person anymore. We want it to be the trust. Okay. So when you do the title application here, you fill in the information about the vehicle, which is straightforward. And then here's the part where I did need help. And initially, I went to basically a DMV type office where I got advice on how to fill this out. And so they did tell me that the owner type here was trustee, and the ID type is Washington driver's license number. So this is why I think the owner type is trustee and not trust. But at the end of the day, actually, it actually works out. So don't get concerned if this is what they do. And I think it's because they really need to tie this owner to an ID here, so which is going to be your driver's license. I suppose maybe you could no, I'm sorry. Let me track back here. This section is for the registered owner, so which is the person. So this is why this actually all makes sense. So the registered owner is the person. That's me here. And as owner type, they put trustee, I guess, because that my person is also trustee. My driver's license was used. They wanted my phone number here. and then this is the person's address, and then my mailing address. Okay. And then here's the important part, which is, okay, how do we fill out the legal owner for this vehicle title application? And so the legal owner is going to, the name of the legal owner is Stojanov Travel Trust. So it's a trust. And then lien holder is what they had put in here, which I guess makes sense. And then this is the mailing address of the trust, which has a PO box, and there's no dealer involved. And then I just signed this application as trustee. Now, one thing is, and there's no notarization here because I signed in front of a vehicle license agent. So before I could fill this out, they said, "Oh, well, we need a piece of paper telling us that you actually are a trustee and that you have powers to do this." So I went to the DMV office, and they helped me kind of figure out what to fill in here. But then they said, "Oh, you also have to fill out this certificate of fact, basically of trust authority." So I actually had to run back home and get the certificate signed by myself and my wife. And what this certificate of fact is, it basically is like an affidavit, because you sign it under penalty of perjury. And what you're promising here, the state of Washington, is that number one, you're a trustee of this trust, and that you have the authority to do two things. For number one, release interest in the above vehicle. And the second thing that you are telling them, so this is a 4-page document, or 2 pages per person, per trustee. And the other thing you're saying is you have the authority to put a vehicle into the trust. Okay, so that's what you're saying here. Is like the release interest is required in case you sell the car, right? So you're saying, as trustee, I can I have the ability to, number one, put things into the trust, title the above vehicle in the name of the trust, and I also have the ability to sell the vehicle once it's in the trust, right? Because when they give you that certificate of title, it has the kind of form on there to transfer it to a buyer. And so, because my wife is also a trustee, she also had to sign basically the same certificate, or I think of it really as an affidavit. So for the same authorities, that she as trustee can title the vehicle, and that she as trustee can also basically release interest or sell the vehicle for the trust. So I had to run home, get those signatures from my wife, and I came back to the DMV office, and there they looked at those certificates. Actually, they gave me the printouts for those, and they had me sign, and that was pretty much it. And I had to pay the fees for the I guess the sales tax for the car, and some other fee, because this car is a hybrid. So there's a special hybrid or electric vehicle tax here in Washington, I guess, because they're not getting any gasoline tax. Anyway, so that all went pretty easy, not a problem. The person at the DMV was very nice. Okay. After a couple of weeks, I got the certificate of title in the mail, and I was pleasantly surprised that the certificate looks like I wanted, in the sense that the legal owner is the trust, which you can see here, and the registered owner is the person. And I guess it has trustee at the end here, because in the vehicle application, where's that guy? In the vehicle application, right, it's a owner type trustee. I think that's okay. But maybe if you're really concerned that you really want this to be the person and not the office of the trustee, then you could try to see if you can get this filled out as not a trustee owner type. but that's the way it was done in Washington. And I think it's okay because I guess there's two things that are important. One is you want to make sure that it's in the person because that's how you're going to get your regular personal car insurance, right? You don't want to have business car insurance because this is not really a business. And a business car insurance is very expensive. So there we go. This worked. I was pleasantly surprised because usually things in Washington are kind of a pain. And then what else is here? Oh, then I also got the registration certificate. So this is the piece of paper that you typically keep in your car. And again, I was pleasantly surprised. It was filled out the way I expect. So now my registered owner and the legal owner are different. So the registered owner is my person. The legal owner is the trust, just like I wanted. And yeah, that's about it. So this is my testimonial that I was able to successfully transfer. Let me say it this way. I was successfully able to purchase a used car that I paid cash for into the name of the trust. And then I was able to successfully register that car with the state of Washington, with the trust being the legal owner and my person being the registered owner. And I'm driving this car to work every day, and it works great. And I guess the real kind of benefit is that this is now held in trust for Jesus Christ. And this is part of my way of trying to make sure that I don't own anything here. The person, doesn't own anything here on earth, and that I am trustee for God. And I hope you find this helpful. May God bless you and your success in the name of Jesus Christ. And the Father and Gabriel, the Holy Spirit. Jai Baba.